going on, everybody? My name is Landry Nginde Bay. You know me from 27 Letter Podcast, and I'm making this video. Today's August 10th. First of all, I want to recognize that August 10th. If you know my story, you know I was incarcerated. So for guys people in general, male and female, who've been incarcerated or been to the penitentiary, understand that August 10th is a day that we reserve to honor the people, inmates, prisoners who sacrificed to get the rights that we have in prison. So like watching TV, a lot of rights that we have, trailers, personal family visits, so on the radio, the gym, having access to some of these things. People along the way, just like outside in society, had to sacrifice for these rights. And on August 10th every year, we honor them by fasting. We refuse anything from the correction services. So no food, we don't go to school or work or anything like that. We just stay in our room or cell. And so that's the day, I want to honor, that's the day we honor these guys. And it's only right that I make this video and post it and start this initiative on this day. Coming out of prison in 2010, there's a lot of challenges as an ex-con, the stigma that you gotta face. So for the most part, being as stubborn as I am, if you know me, I had to figure out a way to live independent of the system. Like I couldn't get a job when I first came out. Like my social insurance card wasn't even working, so I couldn't even go to school or get a job. It was just pretty much I was set up to go back inside, And again, if you know the story, like that was not an option for me. So I had to figure out various ways to make ends meet and just to stay out of trouble, And I published the book 27th Letters. If you're not too familiar with it, you can check it out. 27thletters.com. 27 THLETTERS letters.com. You can get more information on that on the book. So after I published the book, that transpired into me in the last couple of years starting a podcast where I'm sitting down with various individuals from you name it, from your average person to people that you might know, celebrities if you want to call them. I sat down with a few of them and went through the stages of growth from when they were young to who they are, and basically going through the peaks and valleys of what they had to do to get to where they are right now. So there's a lot of equipment I had to invest in to get to this point, and all that was done independently. I have another book sitting down waiting to be published. I need an illustrator for that, so that's a goal of mine. So you can help me out with that goal. There's, I believe, 5 tiers, and each tiers has different packages if you want to support on Patreon. So I thought to myself many times, how I wonder, like, who are the people that are interested in, who are the people watching the content that I put out, and this is a way for me to get to know every one of you, if you choose to support. And I'm hoping you do, because then it allows me to put more effort and time into putting out more content, which I really want to do, because there's a lot of stories out there that needs to be told, especially coming from where I'm coming from, as far as in the prison system. There's quite a few people that I would like to sit down with, but again, these things is going to take time and finance, and this is where you guys come in. The proof is in the pudding. I've been putting in the work, so it's not like I'm just here starting it off saying, hey, just support me and I'm going to do the work. The work has been happening, and it's going to continue to happen with or without your support, but I'm hoping you do support. And so the Patreon page just allows me for us to build this community, 27th Letters Podcast community. You will still get the content on YouTube, but you'll get exclusive behind the scenes stuff of whether of some of the events that I'm involved in. I'm also a vegan chef, so I might give you some behind the scenes, or even further down the line start coming out some recipes for you guys if you're into that lifestyle. Also, yeah, so all the episodes are still gonna come out on YouTube, but again, it's just that on Patreon you will have access to exclusive content. You'll have access to episodes before they're released, prior to public seeing it. Again, behind the scenes stuff, and there are stories I want to share, and for some reason I've been holding it back. I shared some stories on Instagram, Facebook, on the other social media platforms, but there's some stories that I want to share with you guys of just lessons that I've learned in life and just my perspective. And I feel like it's worth something, because it really, these stories came from a real journey. So again, I just would like to know who appreciates what I have to say. So with the other social media platforms, people just like and so on and so forth, but you don't really know who really resonates with. And they say, put your money where your mouth is. Again, you don't have to, but just it would be great if you get some support. I've done some documentaries. It's on the page too. I'm working towards some more documentaries, some mini docs. It's gonna go online with, again, prison reform and so on and so forth, and other things too. So I got the book, I got documentary, and also my own life story. I'm working on that. I'm in the beginning stages for that. So, but that's just down the line. That's really down the line. And if you like the content and you want to continue to see the content that I put out, please support on Patreon. If you don't, you still follow us on YouTube, 27th Letters Podcast. Hopefully you enjoy this little video that I put here, and see where it goes. Peace.